Who's on the line?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
I'm very sorry. This is Craig.
Hi, Craig. Did we get off your topic and start talking about Walmart?
Oh my gosh! Okay, you just explored and went straight to Walmart. But I mean, it's understandable, and everyone's position is clear. But I just want to say to you that this is a residential district with a particular cultural economic base. Walmarts were not traditionally designed to be plotted down in the middle of a highly dense concentration of low-income housing residential district for that house minorities.
Okay.
We may have what we feel about these things, but the reality of the matter is they do suck up and consume all the small businesses around.
They do. They really do.
Walmart is a stop and cop, meaning you go in there, you won't leave unless you had everything.
Let me tell you, you do not leave. Sandra, you got to come to my house one day.
No, I've been to Walmart. I mean, I have access, not to cut the caller off, but I have access, and I do shop at BJ's, Costco's, and things of that nature. But it's planned out.
Right.
I mean, and for the most part, when I don't go there, I go to my local Stop and Shop, the local grocery store, the Food Lion, or like I said, if I run out that last strip of toilet paper, I'm going to the bodega.
I have to be honest. Once I gained some more knowledge, reading some books, I'm really health conscious. So I don't shop here for food.
Where do you shop?
I have to shop at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Now that's what we need, Whole Foods.
Now, what my point is, you need a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's type store.
Then we're going back to what
something.
the caller just said. Why would you put a Whole Food in the middle of a dense populated area with low-income people? Who is it going to treat?
Okay, but you can put a Walmart there because Walmart prices are always right. I'm trying to give Walmart. I'm gonna answer his question too.
I'm gonna answer his question too, because it's a slight premise of low income. They here in Harlem, like the truth of the matter is there are a lot of people that are poor, but then there's a lot of people that is well off in Harlem.
Right.
Harlem has always had
right.
affluent black people.
Right,
living in the community.
Always.
I mean, my neighborhood's Stravers Road. I'm 2 blocks down from it. It's always been doctors, lawyers, nurses, firemen, MTA workers, et cetera, all professional people.
Right.
So the premise of the whole community in Harlem is poor is definitely not accurate.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the community being poor and a handful of people.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rich.
Yes, sir.
This area has from 50 to 57% African American male unemployment.
Exactly.
Right. So
growing, and that is the reality of the matter here. That we are not a wealthy environment here, despite the changes made in here. What the point I was getting at is not to undercut what you're saying, that businesses. Communities like this ought to be able, the culture ought to be able to make money off of its culture. No
I totally agree with
you. No different than Italy. And when you drop these type of entities within that, it offsets the whole entire political and economic spectrum. So, we would not have the situations that we have up here with the economy being a cash flow economy. You come in, take their dollar, and get out. If we were not a poor economy, you would not have the a number of check cashing agencies if we were not a poor economy.
Well, why can't they just go get jobs?
No,
when he's saying 55% to 57%, you don't have to work in Harlem. You could work downtown. You could work in Brooklyn. You could bring your money back to your community. So, when I hear those type of comments, it says to me, like someone told me a long time ago, if you live in a ghetto, what you do? You get up and you get out. If you don't have a job, you do things, especially like big rich
kid.
I mean, look.
What I'm saying is he had an idea. He made it work for him. And sometimes it's empowering, like you, Craig, going out and be able to hold community forums where we're empowering our men and saying, okay, you don't have a job. Let's find out the things that you need to do so we can get you on track. And for those who don't want to make $10 an hour, I'm sorry. It's a start.
I believe that is correct. That's the point I was making, that if you set wherever his shop is, if they plotted a Walmart right next to him, he would be compromised. I'm saying I'm trying to support not merely what he's doing, but the climate in which he's trying to do it. You want to secure an environment that someone else will not be able to come in and do it. On 125th, 4th, and 6th Street, from Broadway to 2nd Avenue, we have fought the city from rezoning it to be able to build 25, 30-story skyscrapers. One building, 25, 30 stories, office tower. You then have to have a small business around it to support the needs of that immediate building. No longer would his shop on 125th Street be necessarily needed by this district. So when you talk about developing these things, we have to be, not that they're not useful. Will they be the best thing to support a business like a Rich? Support the other the Hopes. Support the small mediums like this video that we're watching. These are the things.
Arisma Radio.
This Denny Mo's.
Denny Mo's.
Well, the blog that I'm watching right now.
Right.
You know, these are our ideas that then we are a fragile economy up here.
Right.
These are small businesses. These are we have humble existences. And you don't allow Goliath to come up here.
I also agree. You don't allow Goliath to come in. We have to continue with what we're doing, and it all starts back to a business plan, because we have stopped talking about business plan. Y'all realize that?
But also, I think also that goes back to his question initially.
Right.
You know, if you don't have a Walmart, which is an idea and a solution, not Walmart itself, but create a business that serves the community, that would also empower people to get employed.
Right, and to create jobs.
I agree with what he's saying. You know, now if it's 57%, black men here in Harlem are unemployed within Harlem, or does that mean that those 57% of men is employed somewhere else?